Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Aoi Shiro. In the last episode, I believe I have now firmly begun what I believe to be Nami's route, because I chose to stay by her side right along until she woke up, and ever since then, she hasn't really left Shoko's side at all. She's kind of clingy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So, beyond that, though, I've pretty much been going through a lot of the same activities that I've experienced in Yasumi's route, except this time, rather than spending more time with Yasumi, I'm just spending that time with Nami instead here at the shrine. So Yasumi, Aoi Shiro, and the like went shopping in my stead. Yasumi still collapsed as a result of whatever presence or thing that she felt while she was out and about, so she's right now resting. And as a result, our little test of courage in the forest that we would have experienced in Yasumi's route has been put on hold for at least a day. And that's pretty much it, really. Like I said, not much. There's really not much in the grand scheme of things that's really all that different yet. But maybe we'll start seeing some major differences now in this episode. So, that being said, let's get started. Because Yasumi had collapsed in the middle of shopping, Momoko delayed today's test of courage until tomorrow. Since we'd already taken a bath and didn't want to get sweaty, we didn't have anything much to do, so decided to play cards again.
で、体の方は良くなった？はい、先輩が作ってくれたご飯も美味しかったですし。
Aoi Shiro had also helped, but it was mostly due to Yasumi's recipe.
あれからずっと調子いいんで。
She gave a smile to show that she was all right. It's true that Yasumi's complexion looked like it normally did, so if she said she was all right, then she should be okay.
だからって無理は禁物よ。今日は早めに休むこと。はい。
Her slim shoulders dropped as Yasumi looked dejected, hanging her head down.
まあまあ、今日は長先輩も一緒ですから、頃合いで強制撤収入りますし。
You know, since I am not on Yasumi's route, I do wonder, am I going to be dealing with that little spiritual projection thing of hers? I keep forgetting what it's freaking called. But you know, the little ghost thing that comes out whenever she's asleep to basically feed on the life energy of whatever's closest in order to sustain Yasumi herself, that thing. Because if I'm not going to deal with it, I can't help but wonder, is something going to end up happening to Aoi Shiro as a result of that, if I'm not around to do anything about that thing? Because that thing seemed to be mainly targeting Aoi Shiro, so I'm just concerned that if I don't do something about it, just on account of me being on another character's route, Aoi Shiro is going to kick the bucket at some point, and that will make me sad. I don't want to see her die. I don't want to see anyone die, frankly.
そんな面倒まで見てられないわよ。自分できちんとしなさい。翔子さんにはべったりの子がいますからね。
Like I said, she's clingy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But look at this. This is adorable. Clinging onto my back, she really was attached to me. I spread the cards in my hand and showed them to her. This one is called the Joker, while this one is called the Ace of Sevens.
Nami, どれにする?
You know, I really do wonder. Since she is a being that's been around for centuries, millennium really, going by that legend, is she familiar with any card games at all? Like any kind of card game? Besides what we're currently playing here? Just in case, I'd explained the rules to her, but I wasn't sure whether Nami understood or not.
これ
Still, I picked the one card that Nami chose. I think every participant in the game had an equal right to have fun.
オサ先輩ずるいですよ。自分の引きの悪さをナミーでカバーするなんて。うるさいわね。
My luck isn't bad all the time, Momoko. Yours, on the other hand? You really have no right to be calling my luck bad compared to when I can just look at yours and just have a field day with it, frankly. If there was any ulterior motive like Momoko said, it was very slight. Probably.
あら
As I put the card that Nami chose, put out the card, Aoi Shiro made a funny noise as she looked at my hand. The only thing I had done was place the card that Nami chose. I didn't do anything weird, I think.
翔子さん、絆創膏はもういいんですか
Oh, that. That was about the band-aid.
お風呂で取れちゃったからね。もう血も止まってるからっていうより、傷そのものが見当たらないのよね。
I once again looked at the finger that should have been cut. My finger was the familiar one I was used to. Where did... Never mind. And I couldn't even tell if there had been a wound or not.
この治りようはちょっと異常よね。自分でも気味が悪いわ。
傷が残るよりはいいのではさすがミギーさんも湯治に来る温泉パワー床先のなんて椿が咲いているお寺だけあってお湯も霊験新たかですね
I guess blood baths would be miraculous in some fashion, now wouldn't they?
椿のエキスが源泉に溶け込んだりとか
I hope, seriously, Momoko, I hope not, for all our sakes.
さすがにそこまで目覚ましい効能はなかったんだけど
Migiwa, on a hot spring cure, had a harsh expression as she rubbed her side, as if it still hurt. She looked past her cards at me.
もしかしたら逆かもよ温泉パワーのおかげで椿が枯れないのかも
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Even if we discussed that here, there wouldn't be an answer. Why not both? Maybe they both appeared at once.
まあどっちが先にしろ床先の椿と無病息災不老長寿の温泉って観光客を呼べそうなんですけどねお寺もきれいにリフォームして本格解析なんかとセットにしてそんでもって観光の目玉は
床先の椿。
そういえば
Momoko said what she was thinking as she held her cards out in the shape of a fan, with a pose like she was gnawing on something. There is so much Japanese cuisine names and terminologies and all that stuff I am unfamiliar with. I'd probably have a field day just studying up on that alone.
傷によく効く薬といえばカッパが持ってるって話ですよねカッパ粉
I feel like I heard of Kapako. Is that how you pronounce it? Well, either way, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it before, but I don't know what that is. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me anyway, right? Educate me, please. I didn't know why the topic of kappa suddenly came up, but if it was a paste, it should be a type of medicine spread on the body. I think I might have also heard about that somewhere. So, it's a paste, okay. How's it made?
なんでカッパが薬持ってるんでしょうね
And what exactly is it made from? What really was a mystery? That really was a mystery. But before talking about medicine...
カッパって川にいるからカッパじゃないの
Because they live in rivers, so what, it's a fish? It shouldn't have anything to do with Unasaka, or it could just be any kind of river-bound creature, really. Doesn't have to be a fish, I guess. After I pointed that out, Migiwa waved her finger from side to side, indicating that's why novices were troublesome. It's not my fault I'm an uneducated twat.
それが海にもいるのよね。
Okay, maybe it is in part, but still. There's... It seems they also existed in the ocean.
そもそもさ、カッパって生き物だと思う？
Okay, so there's some ambiguity as to whether or not they're living creatures, so... A type of sea fungus?
ミイラとかあるわけだし、いるとしたら生き物なんじゃないの？
I wonder if it'd be faster if I just Googled this thing or something.
甘いわね。葵先生あたりなら古典を引いて語ってくれそうな話題なんだけど。
生き物じゃなかったら何なのよ？
It is a thing that just simply exists. Like a jellyfish. It doesn't have a brain. It just floats on by until its body dies. It's a very simple existence. One I sometimes envy. You don't have to think. You just float and sting whatever happens to touch you.
カッパは水神の霊落した姿。つまり形なき神霊というのが本来ね、水の性を持った力なわけ。これに写しみを持たせた姿をカッパとするわけだけど。
So, sea fungus? So it seems that Kappa weren't the sea god itself, but were tools employed by the sea god. As the sea god, it possessed the Kappa Ko, since rain allows plants to grow as well as allowing life to flourish. That's right. It's said that if the dish on the top of their head dries up, they die. Is it related to the water of their life? As I pondered such things, Mikoa continued her explanation.
カッパの起源の一つにはね、大工が自分の手伝いをさせるために作った式紙。大工？そう、カッパが築いた城壁の跡とか残ってるらしいわよ。
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna Google this thing real fast. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere at this rate. Citing this from Wikipedia, a kappa, also known as a kawataro, komahiki, kawator, or suiko, is an amphibious yokai demon or imp found in traditional Japanese folklore. Okay, so it's just more imp stuff. They are typically depicted as green, human-like beings with webbed hands and feet and a turtle-like carapace on their backs. A depression on its head, called its dish, retains water, and if this is damaged or its liquid is lost, the kappa is severely weakened. The kappa are known to favor cucumbers and love to engage in sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling, of all things. They are often accused of assaulting humans in water and removing a mythical organ called the shirikodama from their victim's anus. Very strange creatures. Not gonna lie. I'm not sure I even want to know more at this point. Anyway, okay. Lesson over, I guess. Let's continue.
大工。
On to the lesson that we are currently on with these two, anyway.
あら、大工を舐めちゃいけないわよ。大工や石工や鍛冶屋といったものづくりの特殊な職業の人には特別な力が宿ってるって考え方が国の東西を問わず結構普及していたわけよ。
They just know how to use rock. They just know how to efficiently use rocks better than the average fool, like me. They're not that much more special if you think about it.
知ってます知ってます。フリーメイソンとか。ももちは結構偏った知識持ってるのね。私の好きなバンドの中にそういった感じの歌詞を書くところがあるのです。
Pop culture definitely has its uses in education. Momoko made a pose as she said that. Also raising the ring finger, pointer finger, and pinky of her hand.
洋の英知であるお釈迦様の向こうを張る西洋の英知、ジーザス・クライストことナザレのイエスさんも大工の息子なわけだしね。
Jesus of Nazareth in the West? I thought he was Middle East.
日本は木造建築の国だから石工よりも大工の方が馴染み深いけど、日本の大工は木材加工の木地師なんかにも通じるわけ。わかるかな？
そういえば眠り猫で有名な左甚五郎さんなんかもいますよね。
Carved wooden cats. Go on.
掘った木彫りに命が宿るって？じゃあカッパはその式神ってわけ
Migawa nodded her head, indicating of course that was the case. It's up to each person whether to believe it or not, but it seems an explanation like that existed.
他にも中国の方から退去して移住してきた説とか、平家落人の怨霊説とかいろいろあるみたいだけど。
Oh, poor Japan, taking on some of China's problems, even their imps and demons.
カッパと一括りしてる中にもいろいろなタイプが混じっている可能性が高いのかもね。
So, if various type of kappa exists, does that mean that that there are also types that extract mythical organs from people besides their anuses? Please say yes.
それなら私はカッパエイリアン説をしますがね。
Well, there is a common theory that aliens certainly like to probe people, so I guess maybe there's a connection between Kappa extracting things from people's buttocks and aliens sticking things in people's buttocks. Of course, Momoko would say some zany thing like that at a time like this.
何それ？
グレータイプのエイリアンってカッパに似てないですか？
I have no idea. I don't even know what a kappa looks like.
例えばバックパックのある宇宙服を着ていたら甲羅に見えたかもしれません。しかもカッパは馬やら牛を襲うってキャトルミューティレーションではないですか。
Not gonna lie, I didn't take you to be into alien conspiracies, Momoko. As we talked about whether or not something has certain meaning, Nami was draped against my back and didn't stir at all. We're boring her with our alien speak. Bored her to sleep. Look at her. It's tragic. You know you've done something wrong in life when you literally bore someone to sleep.
あれ？
The reason my neck felt ticklish was because of her soft, methodical breathing.
かわいいですね。寝ちゃったみたいです。
By the time I realized, Nami was asleep. Since she couldn't talk, I didn't notice until someone mentioned it.
知らない人に囲まれて気疲れしちゃったのかもしれませんね。
Well, you also gotta keep in mind, she has the body of a 13-year-old, and well, if anybody remembers anything about being 13 years old, it's that you tend to get you need more sleep at a younger age like that in general. It's not until you get past your later teen years that you can afford to stay up later in the night without it affecting you too much. At least for a night or two.
いや、それはない。
At least that's been my personal experience. It's true that she was either very brazen or too calm and collected for being surrounded by unfamiliar people. Being able to sleep with such a calm face while surrounded by so many people was perhaps an expression of that.
Yup.
It was good that she was clinging to my back because I left her like that and lifted her up in a piggyback ride.
ちょっとこの子、隣の布団に寝かせてくるから。
The futons were already laid out in that room. I placed Nami in the futon and covered her up. Feeling a bit sleepy, I checked the time on my cell. It was already past midnight. Yeah, see? Most 13-year-olds would be asleep by now. Since the morning would come soon, perhaps it was time to go to sleep already. So... I could be a responsible adult and just, well, teenager in this case, and just get some sleep as well. Or I could just go back and continue playing cards. I'm also thinking, isn't it roughly around this point in time where if I was on Yasumi's route, I could, depending on what actions I choose, find myself face to face with her disembodied spirit thingy. So if I stay awake and continue to play card, no, because Yasumi is already currently awake right now anyway. That wouldn't really work. I feel like if I do stay up, maybe I might see something. I don't know what, it's just a gut feeling I have. Or maybe that feeling is wrong and nothing would really come of it. Fuck it, I'm gonna sleep. Looking at Nami sleeping peacefully, I felt like it'd also be a nice thing to do the same. Thinking about being tired, my body let out a yawn, as if agreeing with me. Covering the yawn with my left hand, I stuck my head out through the sliding door to the next room.
やっぱり私も上がることにするわ。もう結構な時間だし。あなたたちもそこそこで切り上げなさいよ。特に休みは病み上がりなんだから、今日は早めに休みなさい。
Sitting next to Yasumi, Momoko had a strange expression on her face as she jabbed Yasumi with her elbow.
何ももちゃん、変な笑い方して。
Try not to watch her too intensely while she sleeps, Momoko. Because anybody would find it impossible to sleep like that.
明るくうるさいこの部屋だと終わるまで休めないだろうから、オサ先輩とナミーの部屋に寝かせてもらえば。
Oh no, you're just trying to load her off on us. Oh dear. Then if she's sleeping in the same room with us, then we might have an encounter with her spirit thingy after all. Maybe choosing to sleep was a mistake?
親子で川の字。
Momoko.
ももちゃん。
Don't ever change.
別に構わないわよ。眠いんだったらこっちに来なさい。
It's this dream again, and we actually get to see Yasumi's face clearly this time. In a forest where red tsubaki flowered, a young me was holding hands and walking with a young someone. Was this some vision created from a dream? I wonder, can I skip this? No, apparently not. Or was it a buried memory? This was a dream. Something that happened before. In the past, I had come with Natsuni-san to Unasaka. And then, I had seen Tokosaki no Tsubaki forest.
なら、こんな島から出て行けばいいよ。
That was my voice.
行くところがないなら、私の家に来ればいいよ。
Did I say something like that to this child? Apparently you did.
なっちゃんもね、おじさんが死んじゃったから私の家に来たんだよ。
This child?
だからちゃんも
This child was. I couldn't stay down there and was forcibly pulled up from the abyss of my dream. Like a deep-sea diver who wants to take a breath, I let out those words.
誰
And of course you forget right when you're on the cusp of remembering who it was. How convenient for the plot. I woke up from my dream while still holding onto the image of that girl. Unlike yesterday's soundless vision, my voice could be heard from in the one today. Though it seems we were discussing something, the reason her voice wasn't heard might be because the image of her speaking was missing. The girl I met in this Tokosaki no Tsubaki forest. The film was rewound. Replay. Stop. Rewind. Replay. Stop. Rewind. Replay. Stop. Rewind. I went over the memory again and again until it looked about to wear out, trying to obtain the maximum amount of information from it. My words were eaten up by the noise. I couldn't hear what I said, but I could confirm the movement of my lips. There were 2 syllables. One where the mouth was open, and one where the mouth was closed with the teeth slightly showing. I overlapped this image with the unedited one in my short-term memory that I had just completed. I figured out the vowels were A and E. Yasumi? I linked up the image with the sound and the one without, trying to recover the lost words. The words bubbled up from without me and spilled out of my mouth.
Nami-chan.
Or Nami-chan.
まさか
It couldn't be true.
似てるかもしれないけど
Everyone had a different rate of growth, but the child in the dream looked about the same age as me.
Nani? この音
The undulating, shaking noise I heard coming from outside made me feel uneasy and scattered my concentration. That sound was neither that of the waves, the wind, or even a car engine. Probably that wind whistle thing from the caves in Urishima. It resembled the low roar of a beast. The noise I heard coming from the ocean came from the direction of Urishima.
この音和尚が言っていた
災いの元凶が鬼王の怨念が生んだ牛の形に似たる鬼マタムにあると見抜いた安姫様はこの悪鬼を釈伏し
To prevent this from happening again, she sealed him in a holy Tsubaki tree that she planted and gave her own power to. Then the sound that I heard was
鬼王が残した呪いマタムの吠える声
This was a noise that indicated that we were nearing that time. It was said that the reason for Kurosama's festival was in order to suppress this noise. It sort of resembled the sound heard in movies or dramas of a trumpet blowing to indicate the start of battle. Strangely, I felt as if I'd heard this sound before. When? Where? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the number 8. I should remember, but I couldn't recall. I wondered if this sound was the same as the one missing from my dreams of that summer. went outside. The low, eerie noise was even louder. The wind blew violently. Looking up at the sky, the clouds moved at a rather rapid pace. Like a dragon racing through the sky, they moved as they pleased. They covered part of the moon for a second, casting a shadow on the ground below, and then moved on as if nothing had happened. There had been no sign of them the other day. I wondered if they were preparing for a Kurosama's festival.
月の綺麗な夜ではあるけど。
The moon might be magical. On a night like this, it would not be weird for something to appear, or more like something would appear. Something soft and cold wrapped around my finger. In the next instant, my shoulders jump. Don't you know that it is rude, and that is rude to just suddenly clasp on someone's finger like that, Nami? You might make them react in a way that is, instinctually violent. Like a punch to the face. Which would be bad, because you have a face that really does not deserve to be punched.
Nami!
Nami, who tugged at my hand, didn't have any strange look on her face as she quietly looked up at me. Nami, dressed in pajamas, gave a strong impression of white. Appearing with a faint presence like that was bad for my heart.
なんだ。驚かさないでよ。
Nami, who couldn't speak, probably couldn't call out to me first, so this was a pointless conversation. Fair point. I forgot for a sec that she can't even speak. So, what else could she do but touch me? Actually, wait. She could have thrown a stick. I lightly squeezed our connected hands once. As if in reply, Nami also squeezed my hand in return. There were no gaps where we were holding hands. The wind couldn't enter, and it felt warm.
私が外に出るとき、起こしちゃった？
Nami didn't nod or shake her head, but continued to stare up at me. Her calm, mysterious eyes glittered blue in the moonlight, unlike the dazed look they had at noon. She was like a different person.
何？え？ちょっと、ナミ？
Nami gave a sigh as if she wanted to say something, and then headed towards the temple gate, still holding onto my hand. I think she wants us to follow. My feet didn't resist, and let her lead the way. The white flowers, which only lasted for a day, were blown upwards from the slope of the hill and danced high in the sky. As if given new life, the white flowers reveled in the sky. Holding the pale young girl's hand, I slowly proceeded through. That transitory, fantastical scene acted like a primer and drew out the vision of my dream from deep within me. For a second, my field of vision was colored the same as the blood pumped out of my heart, by my heart, and the white flowers became dyed in red.
ナミちゃん？
In a forest where red tsubaki flowered, I followed after a young girl who held my hand. The scene of my dream mixed with my visual hallucination. The sound of my heartbeat, of the blood rushing, buzzed in my ear and was annoying. My body should be on solid ground, but my consciousness was rushed around my body by the circulating blood. Until my broken consciousness was reassembled, I couldn't think, and I wasn't aware of the outside world. When I realized it, the buzzing sound of my blood had changed to the rushing sound of waves. It was the sound of waves which held purifying salt. I heard the sound of waves coming from an ocean lit by cold moonlight. The redness that clung to the back of my eyelids was washed clean by the blue waves. Did something put a spell on you just now? My feet stopped. Beneath my feet was the feel of sand. I suddenly realized we were standing on the beach. The beach. Brings back a lot of good memories, doesn't it, Nami? Like the day we first met. You were asleep through it, though, but for me, it was like it happened only yesterday.
ゆうべここで
Good
あな
times.
たを見つけたのよね。
Only 24 hours had passed. Well, there you go. It literally was only yesterday. I didn't feel like we had only known each other for that short a time. Perhaps we had.
あなたは一体誰なの？
Dumb question to ask, really, since she won't really speak.
あなたは一体どこから来たの？
Nami continued to stare at the ocean. At the end of her gaze was the ocean reflecting the moonlight and the dark shadow of Hiroshima. The Sao Forest was here. The Sao Forest where white flowers bloomed. There was only one tree, the Tokosaki no Tsubaki, which had red flowers. The Tokosaki no Tsubaki forest where red flowers bloomed was.
私は浦島に行ったことがある。浦島で女の子と遊んだことがある。その子の名前はナミ。
The color of the hair, eyes, age. I felt everything was different, but still, even though it was like that.
ナミ、あなたがそうなの？
Obviously not.
何の音？
What just splashed? Can't you see I'm having a serious conversation right now? It wasn't the sound of waves breaking. I heard the sound of something wet, splashing.
魚が跳ねたなんて可愛い音じゃないわね。
I wondered if someone was there. Either Migiwa or those those little imp puppet things, or maybe it's Haku. Kohaku, excuse me, I forgot the Ko. Perhaps someone was taking a walk, like Yasumi and I had yesterday.
誰かいるの？
Even if someone was there, why was it the sound of splashing? I felt the noise. Was it coming from the direction of It was coming from the direction of the rocks over there. It was just me. I'm just imagining stuff. I'm sleep deprived, you see. And whenever I don't get enough proper sleep, I just hear random shit. Like splishing, splashing, whispers in my ear. You know. The sort of thing that you can expect to happen to you if you just run on lack of proper sleep for long enough. Okay, I don't think that's actually really all that common, and none of that actually happens to me either, but I just want to hear myself talk, okay? Is that a crime? Let's check it out. I might have imagined it, but Nami also looked in the direction of that sound. It wasn't that she was following my gaze. In other words, the noise wasn't an auditory hallucination, and there really was something over there. Was someone drowning? No way. At this place? At this time? Well, to be fair, we didn't think that we'd find Nami here washed ashore last night at the period of time that we did, and yet here she was. So, for all we know, maybe it was someone else washed ashore. However, that no way had already happened once last night. There you go, see?
足元気をつけて。
Nami nodded as I held her hand. This time I went first, as we head towards the rocks. The tide, which had just been full, was in the middle of receding. Perhaps that was why the rocks near the seashore were still wet. If we got close to the ocean, we might even slip. Now, we could clearly hear the sound, which was even closer than before. This was no auditory hallucination. What was that? I swallowed my cry and used my free hand to cover my mouth. We were still a little distance away. At the rocks was. Well, I was right on one of my guesses, at least. Something not human. It was small in stature. Its head probably only came up to my waist. Since its back was curved into a forward posture, its true height was a little taller, but it was still shorter than Nami. At a glance, it looked like a monkey, but I didn't know of any living creature like that. Looking at the Shao from far away, it had a large face, not fitting its body, with two protrusions on top that stuck up like horns. Oni. I didn't know whether it was an Oni or not, but it wasn't human at least. That grating cry was like that of a sea lion in an aquarium. Or perhaps like the vacuous call of a crow. It reproduced! Perhaps summoned by that voice, other similar creatures appeared at other places. For now, they only appeared at a location far from us. But what if they started appearing nearby? I wonder, is Migiwa fighting these things off right now? Close by?
Nami, 逃げるわよ。
Get on my back. It'll be faster if I carry you. Once Nami's murmur reached my ear, I took her hand and started to leave this place. I was grateful that Nami wasn't the type of child to put up a fuss. This time, the sound of splashing was close by.
こっちにも。
This time, they weren't a far-off shadow. The protrusions that looked like horns turned out to be long ears. We don't even have that freaking wooden sword to help us with right now. This is bad. The reddish black skin was smooth and had neither scales nor hair. It strangely resembled human skin, making me feel revolted. No. Perhaps it more closely resembled the skin of an amphibian such as a frog or newt. The ears stretched out long like a rabbit's. Too bad they aren't as cute as rabbit ears. Its large mouth looked like it could chomp my or Nami's head whole. It contained saw-like teeth.
Nami!
I pulled Nami back and ran far, far away from this place. While doing so, my foot slipped. You gotta watch your footing! I somehow managed not to fall down, but while trying to keep my footing, my bare leg grazed against the rock. I I didn't have time to check on the wound. I could move without any problems, and we could leave the first aid for when we got back. Still, even though I just grazed my leg, and it was just a shallow wound, thinking about it made me shiver. See, like the monk said, the rocks around here were rather dangerous.
Nami, お寺まで戻ればきっと大丈夫だから、それまで頑張って。
Perhaps it was due to the impact of running, because she didn't nod, but shook her head to the side. We couldn't stop though.
もうすぐ砂浜だから、そうしたら階段まではすぐだから。
Concentrating with all our might, we climbed up to the temple gate. Looking down the stairs, it seems they didn't follow us here. I pulled Nami close and hugged her tightly. Nami's low body temperature felt good against my hot, feverish body. I really am concerned, though. Even though we know Migawa is certainly no amateur when it comes to fighting, would those things wear her down enough to where once Shoko's cousin shows up, she would be tired enough to where she wouldn't be able to put up a fight against her? Because I mean, if that one bad end is any indication that I saw when she showed up, she had enough power in her to basically fight us both off and likely kill us. So yeah, I'm just worried that that come morning we're gonna find out that Miga was either completely vanished or we're gonna find her corpse somewhere.
おやおや、こんなところで相引き？
Never mind, you're okay. Hi.
右は
部屋の中だと他の部員の目もあるしね。
そんなのじゃないわよ。
私は別に気にしないから、そっちも気にせず続けていいわよ。
まったく。
So, did you run into my cuz anywhere? As I separated from Nami, she looked up at me with a mysterious look.
そういうあなたこそどこに行くつもり？
見てわからんものは聞いてもわからん。
She shook the long pole encased in a bag that she held in one hand. In her opposite hand was a commonly seen basket.
わざわざ夜釣り？釣れないのに？
It seemed she talked with Momoko about that this morning. It's quite a long time to be out from evening until we returned from running in the morning.
家宝は寝て待て。あんまり簡単に釣れるとありがたみなんてないわけだし。本命だけなら釣れてほしいけど、雑魚の相手は鬱陶しいし、釣れすぎるのも問題なのよ。
ふーん。
じゃ、私はそろそろ。
待って。岩場の方が釣り場なら、今夜はやめた方がいいわよ。
なんでよ。
なんでって。
It was a natural question to ask, but without thinking, I shut up. Logically speaking, it was too absurd, and if I told her, she'd just laugh it off. But if I didn't tell Migiwa and the next morning she didn't return, or even she did return but wasn't okay,
岩場の方、化け物が出るから。
even if I was reluctant to do so, I had to tell her.
化け物？
猿みたいな、鬼みたいな。
Anyways, they caused me to escape with Nami to a safe place. It was something we were forced to do. That had been our top priority. Since I'd acknowledged they were dangerous monsters, I hadn't bothered with the small details. Now that the desperate situation was over and I had to explain to Mikiwa, I didn't even know their real identity.
もしかしてあれってカッパの一種？
Whatever they wanted, whatever they wanted, whatever kind of pain they wanted to inflict on us, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to shove their hands up our bums. So I don't think they're kappa. They're a type of kappa. They didn't have a plate on their head, but their hands were webbed, and there were other common characteristics. Since Mikuwa had talked to us about kappa, she might believe me. By Mikuwa's reaction, it seemed she'd been deliberately suppressing her laughter until I was done. Why are you pretending like I'm joking, like I'm saying something absurd?
オサってば意外と怖がりだったのね。私がカッパの話なんかしたからそんなの見た気がしちゃったわけだ。幽霊の正体見たり枯れ尾花って言葉知ってるでしょ？
No, I'm not familiar with that saying.
大方岩に砕けた波しぶきとか飛ばされてきた新聞紙とか産卵に来た亀でも見たとか。
That'd be one hell of a strange turtle then.
いくらなんでも亀とかでは。じゃあオサの脳内で組み替えられた他人には見えない昔の思い出とかね。
I'm not hallucinating, Mikiwa.
昨日も階段登るとき回想シーンに入って遅れたでしょ。
It's true that at times, an unexpected event can trigger past memories that should have been forgotten. But was the incident just now something like that? As a kid, it's true I might have mistaken a spray of water or a piece of newspaper flying for a monster. Perhaps it was still true. Still, even if you said that...
そうだ。
I had completely forgotten about that I had been injured. I wasn't a drunk person who wouldn't even notice a serious injury due to alcohol. An injury like that would have woken me up.
私怪我だってして。怪我？
The injury on my leg I had received on the rocks as I grabbed at Nami to get her to move was...
あれ？蚊に刺された跡でもあるわけ？
I didn't see the injury at all. Nami, your finger licking is more powerful than I gave it credit for. Not gonna lie.
あれ？なんで？寝ぼけてたんじゃないの？だって。
You were licking my leg this whole time? Nami! Come on! Actually, I got a better question. Shioko, how the hell could you not notice that? Perhaps Nami had also scraped herself since she was licking her hand. Mikuwa's hard gaze fell to Nami.
Nami?
At Mikuwa's voice, Nami looked up, shocked.
ナミ、あんたはなんか変なの見た？
Why are you even... Never mind. Mikuwa looked at the surprised Nami with a smile. But did her eyes give off the same light as earlier beneath that thin gaze? Truthfully, it was frightening.
目撃証言は得られなかったんですけど。
Since it was Nami, of course that was the case.
卑怯者。ま、オサの話を信じることにするなら、そいつらはカッパというより正体不明の毛量あたりに落ち着けとくのがいいかもね。
Oh, I see. You were just laughing at us thinking it was Kappa.
毛量？地味毛量の毛量よ。山の貝と海の貝に二分した場合、地味の方が山の貝。毛量の方が海の貝か。ご名答。まあ化け物って言ってるのと大して違いはないんだけど、気分。そういうわけで私は行ってくるわ。どうなっても知らないからね。ふふん、そいつは明日の朝のお楽しみ。
Well, we warned you.
せっかくだから何かかけておく？
Good luck. Okay, why not? What do you want to bet? Miwa puffed out her chest, full of confidence. Though I was worried for her, I also thought she was being an idiot. Given what I currently know now, over what's likely to happen if she stays there long enough, I'm inclined to agree. I wondered if the basis for my worry was just an absurd vision that I had experienced.
じゃあ今夜も坊主に朝ごはん全部。
賭けの対象変わってるし、その条件だと成立しないし。
まったく。
Did she not have confidence in her fishing? If she was so bad at it, then does she simply like fishing that much?
滑って海に落ちたり、カッパに引きずり込まれないように気をつけなさいよ。
おう。
No, seriously. Please come back. I am legitimately worried that if you go down there, you might not come back ever. Still, was all that just a dream? Yep, it's morning. Time to find out if Miwa is still in the land of the living with us. I woke up at the same time as usual. It's not that. My nerves were too stimulated that I couldn't sleep, though I did feel that my sleep was lighter than usual. I also just now remembered, is Aoi Shiro still with us too? I took a deep breath, filling my lungs with the morning air, and tried to expel the worries lurking in my mind. I temporarily eased the thoughts in my head, but it didn't seem it would last, unlike sediments that had stuck fast to the surface. Okay, Princess is okay. Let's go check up on Aoi Shiro.
まったく悩みのない顔しちゃって。
Sleeping in the futon next to me, Nami's expression and breathing while sleeping was as it normally was. That peaceful expression made my hand reach out without thinking, but I didn't pinch her. I didn't pinch her, but gently rubbed her cheek with my fingers. My hand went down past her smooth cheek to the end of her mouth. I felt her wet breath in the hollow of my ring finger.
せめてあなたが喋れたなら、昨日のこととか話し合えるのにね。
She might wake up like last night and come looking for me. But I also couldn't bring her along when we went running.
このまま寝かせておくか。
I heard voices coming from the next room. Sliding the door that divided the rooms, I immediately saw Momoko and Aoi Shiro, who were almost done putting on their uniforms. Okay, she's okay. That's one person down. Now we gotta go look for Migiwa.
おはよう。休み以外はもう起きてるのね。
Hey, Aoi Shiro, are you doing okay? You feel well?
ウィス、おはようございます。
おはようございます、翔子さん。
The room here already had the windows fully open, so the sunlight also lit up our room, since I'd opened the sliding door. Yasumi's eyelids fluttered. She buried into her futon, as if she disliked the light and wanted to hide from it.
ザワッチ、今日は体調悪そうです。
朝弱いの？
弱いんですけど、起きることは起きるんですよ。目が覚めるまでのしばらくはちょっとぼーっとしてますけど。
So Momoko was saying that if Yasumi was buried into her futon, she was probably feeling poorly.
時間が許すなら、もう少し休ませてあげた方がいいかもしれませんね。
まったく、夜更かししてのことなんだから、それって自業自得でしょ？
Hey, we put a stop to it before she stayed up much later, so don't be too harsh, Shioko.
それはまあ合宿ですから致し方ありません。
Momoko said that with an air of importance, as if that was naturally the case. Oh boy. In the next instant, she fell down onto the tatami and prostrated herself.
かくなる上はどうかお慈悲を。
まったく。
Out of consideration for Momoko, who was thinking about Yasumi, I overlooked her oversleeping.
そうね。ランニングから帰ってきても休みはずっと眠りっぱなしで、朝食の支度が手つかずの可能性があってもいいなら私は構わないけど。
We can make breakfast without her. We'll be okay. I'm sure we can make something edible. I let Momoko decide whether or not she could overlook that.
ホサ先輩は私に鬼になるというのですか？
So she becomes like a demon. Then she can wake her up, is it?
正常ファイト。ファイト。ファイト。
Like yesterday, we shouted at appropriate intervals to raise our fighting spirit as we went on a morning run by the beach. Yesterday, the first day, the unfamiliar feel of running on sand was troublesome, but on the second day, I sort of got the knack to it. Besides Momoko and me, there also seemed to be quite a few people who got the hang of it and could talk while running. However, the wind was stronger today, and the ocean breeze made our pants flutter. In addition, a low, eerie noise could be heard. I think the bull is lonely. It wants someone to chat with. It came from the direction of Urashima. It was like the roar of a beast, or a trumpet shell used to signal the start of a battle. You said that before. We could already hear Matamu's roar in the morning. Oni should appear at 3 in the morning, the third quarter of the hour of the ox, or at midnight, not during the bright day. Yeah, well, what if it just wants to play by its own rules? You ever think of that? I'm sure there are some deviants among the Oni world that just do whatever the hell they want regardless of what time of day it is.
風の音でしょうか。
Although I'm not going to claim to be even a straight up novice when it comes to. Actually, I guess I can call myself a novice. But point is, I'm no expert at Japanese mythology or anything relating to Oni. So what the fuck do I know?
え、風ですか？
ほら、あの音が鳴るタイミング。
Aoi Shiro, who noticed the wind coming from the sea, pointed her finger at Urashima and waved it like a baton as her hair fluttered. The wind carrying the sound from Urashima exposed Aoi Shiro's pale forehead and made her white hakama pants flap. The moment her bangs fell back into place was the same time the eerie noise stopped.
ほら、決まって風が長く強く吹いている時にじゃないですか。
本当だ。
おそらく風が吹きつけている方に洞窟のようなものがあるのでは。
お、コーラの瓶に息を吹き込むとなるあれですね。
You know, I think I just now remembered. I think the encounter with Yasumi's spear thing actually occurs on this following night. I think I got my days mixed up.
言われてみれば、音もそれに近い感じかと。
So it was the opposite situation. Matamu's roar didn't cause the storm. Because of the way the wind blew, this sound was created.
ネタが割れたら大したことないわね。
If the wind is strong, then naturally, the waves will be high. So the rough sea and Matamu's roar were all a result of the wind. As the wind lessened, the mysterious sound stopped. This time, a peculiar sound came from nearby.
桃子、何をうなってるのよ。
ああ、日常系ミステリで主役張れそうな姫先輩の容姿と洞察力が恨めしい。 せめて今夜の肝試しまでネタが割れずにいたならば。
She waved her hands indicating that since the wind was blowing, that was enough to generate a frightening atmosphere.
昨日の予定を延期したのが失敗の始まりです。
仕方ないじゃない。休みが倒れたんだし。だいたい肝試しの最中に都合よく吹くとは限らないじゃない。
The great detective displayed her insight once again.
それに定番は生暖かい風ですよね。
盲点でした。
It's okay, Momoko. We don't expect perfection. Let me look at the flow chart.
進行上カーソルを合わせると章題が表示されるわよ。
Okay, so I didn't just find myself right back here on this part of the flow chart. So technically, regardless of what I choose here, I'd be seeing a new scene. Although I'm sure if I choose go back, I'll just see like a variation of the go back ending from Yasumi's route. So I think what I'll do is I'll just choose to wait and see.
余裕があるならもう少し様子を見たいですね。
Of course, I wanted to see what the weather was like, but more than that, it seemed she noticed that someone was looking at her since she blinked.
大丈夫。何でもないのよ。
やっぱり急いで帰るのは気が引けるというか忍びないですよね。
When Nami laughs, I also feel happy. That's why I didn't want to do anything to make Nami sad.
ナミーもこんなに長先輩に懐いてますし。
かといってさすがに連れて行くわけには。やっぱり未成年略取か何かになるのかしら。
It probably would be, but I don't know exactly how Japanese law would view this sort of thing. So, yeah, we need an expert on this.
かもしれませんが、もしかすると見た目通りの未成年ではない可能性も。
人魚の肉を食べた安姫様ならいざ知らず、さすがにそれは。
世の中何が起こるか分かりませんよ。ちょっと前に現代の浦島太郎って話題になった人がいたじゃないですか。
確か10年間行方不明になっていた人が10年前当時の姿で現れたという。
Did we talk about something like that? Or was it something related to Momoko's hometown, where her grandfather lived, and to where her parents moved back this year? We soon got sidetracked from the discussion, whether we should end the training camp early for safety's sake.
一回保留を認めると、そのまま問題に直面するまで保留が続きそうだから、できればはっきり決めておきたかったんだけど。
After muttering some complaints, Sensei tightened her resolve.
鈴木さん、ナミちゃんの先行きなんかも含めて、後で少し詳しい話を詰めましょう。
Her behavior was as expected, since Sensei was a teacher as well as an adult.
そうですな。わしも檀家の警察や役所の方にこの子の扱いをどうしたものか相談してみることにしよ
う。はい。今朝のところは保留ということで。幼いさん、責任感があるのはいいことです。先生もその点は評価しています。
But compared to me, you are small child. Thus, you must leave responsible stuff to moi. Right?
最後まで合宿を続けたとしても、その間にナミちゃんの保護者が現れたり、記憶が戻ったりするとは限らないのよ。
Well, there's also that too, I guess.
はい。
それに関してなのですが、記憶喪失にはショック療法が効果大って何かで読んだことがあるんですよ。
Please don't whack Princess in the head. After my subdued yes, Momoko, whose carefree attitude was plenty, even if divided in half, raised her hand, saying yes.
何かって漫画？
Where did you read?
漫画でしたね。
A manga, of all things. A manga. Momoko. Surely you have a better source than just a manga. Just to back this up. It was purely the type of manga where hitting the patient would cure him and he was chased around. Definitely not the good kind of manga for this sort of thing.
それでナミにも刺激が必要だと思うんですよ。
Not the kind of shock you're thinking of. You just let me handle it. I'm sure I can think of
でも
something.
ね。そこで皆さんお楽しみ。今夜は私のプロデュースで刺激を与えて差し上げようじゃありませんか。
So you're thinking that your test of courage would somehow be enough to shock her memory back? If fear is all we really need here, then I don't know. Maybe I could just get an Oni mask or something and then just spook her while she's just walking down a pathway somewhere. Maybe that'll work. And it'd be a lot faster too than waiting until night. So that's how things turned out. Underneath a piercing blue sky, the sound of wooden swords clashing rang out. After we had finished going through our stretching exercises carefully, we took our wooden swords and began to practice. The observers were Migiwa and Nami, the same as yesterday.
おさ頑張れ。ナミも応援してるぞ。
Migiwa stood behind Nami and grabbed her wrists and moved her arms up and down as if the two of them were wearing the same jacket. Nami didn't seem to be against it since... She started to flap her arms in the opposite direction. My face naturally relaxed into a smile, which I quickly suppressed. And I bet your face now looks scary to Nami right now because your face just has a funny way of suppressing into something scary. I had to be serious during practice. With this expression on my face, I couldn't say anything about the other team members. I could say plenty of stuff about people even while wearing a big Cheshire Cat grin on my face.
なんだかこの感じ。
Was it when I was still young and Natsumi-san and I were practicing in the backyard, while Kiko-san was watching with a smile? Though it somehow felt different from that. That gaze that kept staring only at me. For some reason, it felt very nostalgic. After the delicious lunch, we went to the main hall to rest our stomachs.
一期一会です。
What's once in a lifetime about this experience? Momoko suddenly announced that while standing straight up.
はい。前後ですよ。
分かってるけど、それが一体どうしたのよ。
今朝も話し合った通り、明日こそ嵐になるかもしれないというこの状況下で、本日のような晴天とは一期一会だと思うのですよ。
And go on your test of courage, right?
つまり？
今日は海に行って遊びましょう。
Or swimming.
せっかく南の海に来たんですしね。
砂浜も綺麗ですし。
There were many supporters of that idea. It was free time after all, and if it wasn't dangerous, I didn't plan on stopping anyone.
いいけど、私は水着持ってないわよ。
先日確認しましたので承知しておりますが。
へえ、持ってないのを承知で私に海に行かせようと？服のまま泳げって？それとも全裸で泳げって？
Well, don't forget half naked.
うわ
I felt refreshed after saying all that.
まあ、靴さえ脱げばこの格好でも波打ち際で遊ぶ分には不自由ないけど。
やれやれですね。この秋田桃子、そこまで見くびられているとは思いませんでしたよ。私は承知しておりますと答えたはずです。
Even though she was new, I think maybe you want to get rid of was. Even though she knew I didn't possess a swimsuit, she still invited me to the ocean. Which means Momoko. One ready, trying to tease me. Tell me to swim naked.
進行上、カーソルを合わせると章台が表示されるわよ。
I'm assuming it doesn't really matter which one I choose. It'll just circle right back to a middle point past here and somewhere here, yeah?
タイトル画面に戻る？
Let's get naked!
日本じゃ多分犯罪よ。
何がですか？
It seems I was way off the mark.
読めない。ホーサ先輩の考えが読めません。犯罪になるようなこと考えてたんじゃないの？
Criminal only in 99% of places on the planet. Don't forget the 1%.
例えば？
水着がないなら現地であるところから奪えばいいじゃないとか。
I didn't think of that. I need to think of who my most ideal victim should be then. Migawa grinned as she flexed her fingers. Yes, I really did give the impression of a criminal.
水着はぎ？私は大丈夫だとして、危険なのは姫先輩とザワッチ。
Momoko pushed Yasumi behind her, standing between the two of us while holding up a hand in a karate chop position above her head. I am totally not regretting this choice I just made.
しないわよ。
こちらの水着を献上しますので、どうか犯罪行為だけは慎んでください。
Maybe I'm enjoying this too much, but I'm really enjoying this. Momoko used her other hand to present me a non-existent swimsuit, as if she were handing out sweets wrapped in yellow paper.
しないわよ。で、それどうしたの？
I presumed that they had prepared a swimsuit, even though it wasn't here right now.
ザワッチにお使いしてきてもらったんですよ、昨日の午後。指令を下したその場にはオサ先輩もいたはずですが。
休み、あなた買い物中に倒れたんじゃ。
それはその。
I guess it was a little difficult to say out loud that she collapsed while making a side trip. Though there were no problems of going on one when in town, since it was free time anyways. But well, I guess things being what were.
休みが選んで買ったやつなら変なネタとか仕込んでないか。
さりげに私はやりかねないと。
Sure, why not? Yasumi also thought that way, so Momoko had 0 supporters. Momoko looked down and disappointed, but she was still resilient.
というわけで海に行きましょう。
進
I
行状態
could
の把握は
go
大事よね。
and get really, really wet.
進行状態の把握は大事よね。
Or I could stay here, stay dry, and just hang out with Nami. But then again, maybe I can bring Nami with me. Maybe she'd be perfectly content to watch me get wet in the ocean, doing whatever crazy nonsense might happen in those big blue waters.
進行状カーソルを合わせると章台が表示されるわよ。
Okay, here we are. So yeah, it looks like we did meet up back here. Fuck it, let's go. Well, I didn't mind you going.
その前にもう一点確認。私の水着はある。それはいいけど、ナミのはあるの？
ナミちゃんのも一応買ってきたんですよ。
Well, at least you thought ahead. Well, how about that, Nami? Looks like you'll be joining me in the big blue ocean after all. As expected of Yasumi, a master at paying attention to details, she had carefully considered that, but... Does it not fit? She had been unexpectedly naive.
これはダメね。小さすぎ。
Yep. Because of Nami's normal behavior, she gave the impression that was very young, but she still looked about 10 or 12 years old. Yasumi had inadvertently thought of the innocent Nami-chan that was so attached to her as younger than she was.
かといって他の人のサイズだと
They wouldn't fit.
いくら小さい桃子のでも、ナミには大きいだろうしね。でもずっとお寺にこもってても仕方ないし。あ、ナミ、それでいい？
I think she approves.
ミギーさんも午後暇ならばどうですか？ああ、いや、私はいいや。水着持ってないし。
Though he'd gotten to know her, she turned down Momoko's friendly invitation without any hesitation. She didn't just decline. Hands on her hips, she stuck out her ample chest and squinted down at Momoko's not-so-ample chest.
モモチーのは借りられないだろうしね。
Oh wait, we've already seen all this. Everyone wore swimsuits, and only Nami was dressed in the undershirt she wore in place of pajamas.
やっぱりナミにも水着が欲しかったわね。
本人が気にしてないみたいだし、これはこれでいいのでは？
だからこそよ。
It's because she herself didn't care that others around her had to pay attention to things like that for her. One's attitude depends on the surrounding environment.
だいたい序盤じゃ濡れたら透けるし。
The Shoshinji beach was near the Forbidden Stones, so the people here would rarely come, and outsiders wouldn't even know this place. At a place like this, you didn't have to worry about others seeing bared skin, but Nami was still an unmarried girl. So,
遊びに来た人っていうより、水ごりでもしに来たみたいに見えるじゃない。
ナミちゃん、そういう雰囲気ありますもんね。
she would have been plenty mysterious if I hadn't seen her childlike behavior, such as falling down or wandering around.
あ、でも溺れたんでしたら水を怖がったりはしないでしょうか。
お風呂も大丈夫だったし、平気なんじゃないかしら。ほら。
Though she was wearing something like a kimono, Nami didn't hesitate at all in entering the water. She was waist deep in the water as the waves frolicked against her. Her long hair and the sleeves of her undershirt spread out against the resistance of the waves. Nami stood against the flow of the waves and seemed to be having fun. Her white, almost transparent body floating against the blue surface of the water was like...
クラゲ？
a jellyfish? Funny how I was talking about jellyfish earlier, and here we have Nami floating like a jellyfish. She seemed to invoke that image a little bit. That was strange. The first impression I had of Nami was of some mysterious being like a mermaid.
少し楽しそうですね。
But Aoi Shiro, jellyfish don't enjoy themselves. They just exist. I pass the time by hitting a beach ball around with everyone, making a sand dune with Nami, and searching for seashells with Yasumi. The sun hadn't started setting yet, but quite a bit of time had passed.
Nami?
What are you doing, Nami? Are you up to no good? Can I get in on it? I had taken my eyes off of her for a while, and I didn't see her around.
ちょっと、ナミ見なかった？
I wonder if she's underwater, sneaking up on us as we speak, like a shark. In the short span of time that I wasn't watching her, where'd she...
ナミ？ナミ？
I looked at the ocean and saw her pale head floating among the waves. In the distance, I could see her white undershirt fluttering among the playful waves. She's not swimming out too far, I hope. I don't think we ever confirmed if she could swim, did we? Nami didn't have any fear of the ocean and didn't seem to mind if she was on land or sea, as she just floated wherever she liked.
そちらの方は急に深くなっていたりするので危ないですよ。
Nami didn't seem inclined to return, though I didn't know whether she didn't want to hear or couldn't hear what we said. A large wave swallowed up Nami, and I couldn't see her anymore. Nami! You might want to go and get her before she drowns. I kicked over the waves as I headed to Nami's location. The height of the waves went past my chest. The resistance of the waves slowed me down.
Nami!
I dived underneath the waves. I felt the pressure of the water against my entire body. The ocean suddenly became deeper. Nami. Where was Nami?
翔子ちゃん。
You can talk to me while we're underwater? Nami was suddenly floating nearby. I grabbed her outstretched hand.
翔子ちゃんはまだ大丈夫？
This... was Nami talking to me? She gave a gentle smile.
思ったんですけど、人魚姫の声が綺麗で歌もうまいって変な設定じゃないですか？水の中だと歌う機会がないじゃないですか。そんなことないよ、ももちゃん。だってダイバーの人たちとかも手話で会話してるじゃない？前に本で読んだんだけどね、空気中より水の中の方が遠くまで音が伝わるんだよ。ああ、潜水艦のソナーとか？
いや、それと一緒にするのはどうかと。
そういえば人魚ではありませんけど、クジラやイルカが歌うというのは有名ですよね。
人魚のモデルはジュゴンって話だけど、ジュゴンも歌うのかしら。
そう。でもあれが人魚のモデルっていうのはちょっとなしですよね。
愛嬌のある顔してるんだけどね。
Perhaps mermaids can only speak underwater. So far, that seems to be the case with Nami here. But still, where have I felt this feeling before? Number 8. Think of the number 8. And then picture Nami with black hair, and there you go. Huh. I forgot that I was looking for Nami, and even forgot to breathe as I was immersed in my thoughts. My field of vision mysteriously darkened. and my consciousness faded. Oh, good going. Now someone has to come and pull you both out. I sank down deep within myself. I kept sinking down deep within myself. Normally the swaying of my memory's sea prevented me from seeing past it, but this time my consciousness didn't float up. The vast amount of water surrounding me reached an equilibrium point, and its weight fixed me in place. If this parallel situation were a key, it would even be able to open that hidden door. This was a situation that greatly resembled that other time. I was immersed in the blank sea of my memory. The weight of the sea of memory made bubbles rise up from within me. Those bubbles contained my memories. Deep down where the light didn't reach, someone was among the lapis lazuli light which lit up the darkness. Someone was drawing close to me. You're finally taking my advice. I'm so proud of you. Nami? It wasn't Nami. This was a memory from my past. It wasn't the present, but of a long ago memory. Even if Nami were something not human, like a mermaid or doll, and didn't age, her appearance was different from that person. This recalled situation was similar. Perhaps the key to the seal was not enough, since that person's appearance was vague. That person was somewhat younger than the present me, but looked to be older than Nami. Who exactly was this long-haired girl? I tried to more clearly see that indistinct figure, but though I sharpened my senses and squinted, the image remained hazy. The muddy redness, which chilled my body, was in the way. Red. The ocean was red? No. The redness was the sun shining through my eyelids. The sunlight looked red not because it was transparent, but was probably due to the same principle as to why twilight looked red. When I realized it, I was on the beach with Nami. Thank you to whoever saved us. The sand beneath my feet was dry, which told me that I had been sitting here for quite some time. My head felt heavy, perhaps due to too much sunlight. Sitting next to me was Nami, who reached out her small white hand towards my face. She patted me on the cheek, and the cool temperature of her head felt nice.
Nami, あなた、さっき喋った?
Nami didn't nod, but kept staring at me with her large eyes. The cerulean color reflected in her eyes grew dim.
あら?
Where did these storm clouds suddenly appear? The weather, which had been clear until now, turned dim. The sky rapidly became gloomy. We might want to head back inside.
雨ですね。
うわ急に強くなった。
Yeah, we really might want to head back inside now. The sound of the waves and the sound of the falling rain mixed together. I just had a thought. Rain is basically water, but it falls from the sky. We apparently heard Nami speaking to us while underwater. If Nami is wet enough from rainwater, would it be and Shoko as well simultaneously? Would it be possible to hear her whisper to us, even if we're not submerged completely underwater? You know, like the rain that's on both of them acts like a sort of amplifier, weak as it may be compared to the ocean. I guess we'll have to wait and see. The water from the sky and the water of the ocean mixed together to become one which eroded the land around us.
夕立にしてはちょっと早いけど、夜が涼しくなると思えばいいんじゃない？
微妙に強い。ちょっとだけ痛い。急いでお寺に戻りましょう。
Momoko started to rush back towards Shoshinji.
ももちゃん待って。
水着だし、今さら雨に濡れたところで、ねえ。
Beneath the pitter-patter of the falling rain, I held hands with Nami as we walked back. In addition, for tonight's dinner.
その件に関しては節操に任されよ。
和尚様、いいんですか？
おととい昨日とおいしい食事のご商売に預からせていただいてますからな。わしが地元のうまいものを振る舞ってしんぜよ。まあ楽しみに待ってくだされ。
Because the monk said he'd take care of everything, Yasumi had been able to go out and play without any reservations, though.
おお、部長さん。ちょっと手伝ってくれんかね。
Before dinner at dusk, if the days were short, it'd already be dark. The monk finished his rounds and stopped me in the hall.
構いませんけど、何をすればいいんですか？
Okay, we already seen this.
それではお腹も口くなったことですし。
進行時カーソルを合わせると章題が表示されるわよ。
Right smack in the middle of the flow chart.
Hmm. 部活の夏合宿ではお約束、肝試し大会でも始めたいと思います。
You know what? I think we can save our test of courage for next time and everything that's going to likely follow suit. I am pretty certain it's going to play out probably pretty differently. Very differently, in fact, since Yasumi won't be with us. Because she was the one that accompanied us to the Tsubaki tree. When we went to it and touched it and made all its flowers wither. Although I suppose that could still happen, even though Yasumi wouldn't be with us. But I do wonder, will Nami be accompanying us? Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a few things that are pretty definitely different from before. Although how significantly different, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut things off here, and we can save a lot for next time. I feel like I just repeated myself. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Aoi Shiro. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Take care.